the Green Bay Packers last night had the Philadelphia Eagles in their house. Problem number one, they're the Eagles. Problem number two, Eagles coming off a bye. Not easy to do that. Problem number three, they're not firing on all cylinders on offense as the Carolina Panthers just shocked them in their homes. And this is after they lit up the Steelers on Sunday Night Football, winning that matchup with Aaron Rodgers that was highly anticipated. Jordan Love had his best game, arguably, as a pro. The offense was killing it. Then it's his 27th birthday. The Panthers gave him his birthday punches on that day. Now here come the Eagles. And the defense did its job, and the offense looked completely off again. Doesn't help that Tucker Kraft is done for the year. He was their yards after the catch guys. You know, they were serving up loads of Kraft's yak and cheese.
Hey.
I make myself laugh. But it doesn't help that he's gone, and he went out in the middle of that game against the Panthers, and they're still trying to adjust on what to do. I'm not making any excuses because the Packers have now lost 3 games this year. All 3 of their games, they allowed 16 or fewer points. Only the Browns and the of 08 and the Dolphins the year before have had more such losses in a single season in the last 20 seasons. Only the 73 Rams have allowed fewer points per game and losses in a season than the 2025 Packers. They've allowed 13 points on average in their 3 losses. All they got to do is score 2 touchdowns, and they are unbeaten. That's the difference between being unbeaten through half of your season and your head coach being asked about his job status. Yes, folks, Matt LaFleur, as we all know, coming into the season, the new man in charge, son of Carmen, Ed policy, wasn't extending anybody's contracts. Not Gutekunst, not the head coach. So Matt LaFleur now, isn't this amazing? Just 2 games losing streak, going from 5-1-1 to this question.
I'll leave that for everybody else to decide. I'll just focus on the day-to-day and trying to do. I feel like you're always coaching for everything in this league. You know, that's just my mindset. It's always been that way. You know, you can't ever exhale. You got to always be pushing, and that's just my mindset. So, and that will be my mindset until they tell me not to coach anymore.
That would be, I'll just say this, a mistake. I know it's not looking good right now. Listen, I know it's not looking good right now. This guy won 12 games his first 3 years in a row. And I know Rodgers was doing Rodgers things, but come on now, man. I think it would be a mistake, but then again, you know, this day and age, crazier things have happened. Crazier things have happened. And I know this one particularly stings, certainly when a 4th down play where Josh Jacobs, it gets blown up in the backfield so badly that he feels the need, I got to pitch it to Jordan Love to keep this game alive, and the ball's fumbled, and it's a turnover on downs. That turns into a fumble. Says this about the play call.
4th and 1, they called out our play. We ran it like 4 times. They called it out. As a runner, it don't never feel good. I mean, whenever they know what we're doing, they'll never feel good because it changed my mind on how I'm going to run the ball, if we just being honest. It makes me kind of like guess what I'm going to do. And obviously, you know, people are smart. If we got cold words or whatever, you hear it a few times, like you going to eventually react to it. You know, I mean, that's football, but yeah, I mean, it's never a good feeling.
How did it change the way you ran on that play?
I mean, they called it out. We called our play. They said inside zone, it's coming right here. So I kind of like didn't want to run right there, you know, but yeah, that's just how I played out.
So the Eagles are calling out their code words and making their best offensive player, most reliable offensive player, second guess himself before he gets a football on a 4th down must-have play on Monday Night Football. That doesn't sit well. And I understand, like, that's coaching. That's on the coach. But I think you got to give this guy a little bit more grace. That's my own 2 cents. That said, kind of going back and forth here. Do you know the last time the Packers lost a home game in which they allowed 10 or fewer points? like they did on Monday Night Football? I'll give you the answer.
I'm going to say it's a while ago.
Well, they had won 66 straight home games, allowing 10 or fewer points, including the playoffs. That broke that streak up last night. Last time it happened in Lambeau Field, Week 8, 1991, when the Bears beat them 10-0 with Jim Harbaugh starting for Mike Ditka.
Wow.
That's the last time it happened.
1991.
Correct, sir.
There was only, I think, 6 people in this room that were born.
That's correct. Correct.
And there's 50 of us.
And they all have microphones in front of them? Or sitting on the Rich Eisen Show pool table right now as a professor?
I'm not going to say her age. No.
Listen,
I hope she was born in 1990.
Well, yeah, sure.
Totally. Oh, she was. What am I talking about? Is this thing on?
What?
No bueno. But they're 5-3-1. Everybody just chill out. 5-3-1.
That's not the world in which we live.
But guess what? It's we're still marathoning. We're marathoning. Okay? And I've seen what this team can do when they're 5-1-1 as well. And the good news is the defense is balling out. And all Jordan Love's got to do is just see the field a little bit better, because some of this is on him. You see, remember that point where Christian Watson was open over the middle and they cut to LaFleur watching it back on the tablet, and he's just like, oh, this is after, Aikman's like he was open. And I know that for a fact because Cooper really needed Christian Watson to catch passes to get off the guillotine last night. But the fact that supposedly LaFleur's in the guillotine, I think is nuts. It's crazy.
One
man.
playoff win in the last 4 seasons.
I understand that, man. But
well, then what are we doing?
Because you could see the same thing about most everybody in the National Football League as well. And this team can score points, and I think will again. And their next game, how about this? Their next game is at the Giants. And the Giants are on an interim head coach. They have just blown it all up. And Jackson Dart may not be answering the bell. And they might be just 100%. Doesn't matter if the bell's cleared. They might just sit him anyway against Micah and the rest of this defense that is balling out.
Play Russell Wilson against the Packers for an interim coach? Talk about tanking.
Or Jameis. I don't know, but this is a winnable football game. You're home for Minnesota. Take care of business there. And then at Detroit on Thanksgiving, how many times have the Packers walked into that game and you're like, oh, the Lions are going to beat the crap out of them, and then all of a sudden they flip the script. And now they've swept the Lions. Come on, man. Then they're home. Then they have 2 against Chicago.
Are they going to get to 10 wins?
Absolutely. I would say right now they're a 10-win team.
I don't know, man.
Okay.
Let's see.
I would say it.
I don't know.
I would say it right now. The idea that Matt LaFleur, I mean,
if they don't make the playoffs, he's out.
That may be the case because they didn't extend anybody. And they have made a point of, like, we need to see something this year. That point has been made. And Mike Del Tufo has 1 share of the Green Bay Packers. I think you back that play, right, Mike?
Of course I do.
I was wondering,
I'm not a Packers
I was wondering if we're going to talk to one of the co-owners.
Yeah, you know how valuable that is? I have the amount of money
team.
that's valuable right here in my pocket. Oh, here it is.
That's worth more than air. It's got to be worth a little bit more than air.
Wait a minute. Oh, no, I have it right in my other pocket.
Pocket lint?
There it is.
Your share is worth a pocket lint.
You guys tried to get
one more
shut
time.
Back pocket one more time. Back
I have it
pocket.
in my drawer.
Back pocket.
You guys tried to get a share and you got shut out.
No, because the wait was like a whole day
I told
online.
you. I got in early.
Great stuff.
I don't have time for that.
Mike Del Tufo and his pet rock of sports. But it is no laughing matter. Certainly when the head coach of the Packers is being asked flat out about his job status.
That's kind of crazy.
It's, again, there's a path to turn it around. Everybody chill out. Hey, you made it all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Check us out every single day streaming live on Disney Plus and the ESPN app 12 to 3 Eastern.